fried chicken. Plus, don't forget to check them out online at www.tcmarkets.com. Country Mart, Highway 3272 East in Salem. Stop by and see them today. Having a special event at your business or a community event that needs to have a way to provide instructions to the public? TownScreen can help. They have portable 43-inch displays that can be custom programmed with a bright, high-definition display that can even be sponsored. These portable screens can be used indoors or out and can run up to 12 hours on a battery. So even if there's no electricity available, you are good to go. For more information, go to townscreen.com or call 636-338-1199. TownScreen.
A slow start to the week for direct cash cattle and cash hog business. Hello. Good morning. I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Direct cash cattle trade activity had a typically quiet start to the week. Show lists are mixed. Higher in Kansas, nearly steady in Nebraska and Colorado, but lower in Texas. Significant trade volume will likely be delayed until the back half of the week. At the Joplin Regional Stockyards in Missouri, compared to last week, feeder steers and heifers sold $5 to $20 higher. The USDA says there was solid demand for the smaller offering. Receipts were down on the week and the year. Medium and large one, feeder steer 605 to 640 pounds brought $351 to $400. Medium and large one, feeder heifers 632 to 644 pounds brought $327 to $355. Boxed beef closed sharply higher with strong demand for fairly light offerings. Choice was up $207 at $368.89. Select was $683 higher at $357.88. Estimated cattle slaughter was 115,000 head, down 5,000 on the week and down more than 1,000 on the year. Cash hogs closed mixed with a very light negotiated run. The market has struggled with consistency. Hog weights have been creeping back up, which adds to available supplies of market-ready hogs, but demand remains the wild card. The most recent trade data from the USDA shows exports of pork on the global market have been down slightly year over year. Now, domestic demand is likely finding at least a little support as pork remains a competitively priced protein in the retail space. Barrels and gilts at the National Daily Direct were down 41 cents with a weighted average of 71.68. The Iowa Minnesota closed $1.68 higher with a weighted average of 74.42. And the Western Corn Belt was up $1.11 with a weighted average of 73.67. Pork values closed higher, up 57 cents at 94.79. Bellies, loins, picnics, and hams were all up. And estimated hog slaughter was 492,000 head, down 3,000 on the week and up nearly 8,000 on the year. At the CME, live and feeder cattle were lower ahead of the week's direct business. And lean hog futures ended the day mixed on spread trade, with ongoing concerns about demand consistency. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
If you want a strong start to next year's growing season, start at zero. Because right now, Bayer is offering 0% financing on eligible crop protection products. That gives you more purchasing power to stock up on reliable brands like Trivolt and Delaro Complete. 0% APR financing is available now through January 16th, 2026. Take advantage because zero has never been bigger. For full terms and conditions, talk to your retailer or visit planwithzero.us.
Choosing the right residual herbicide can feel like you need a map. Too many choices, too many claims that never quite hold up. Enough is enough. Zidua brand herbicides from BASF make the choice easy. It sets the standard for longer-lasting weed control, giving up to 2 more weeks of protection than competitors. When you have a Ziduation in your soybean fields, Zidua brand herbicides deliver new solutions to meet your evolving needs. Make the lasting choice and talk to your retailer today. Always read and follow label directions.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time to take a look at updated funeral announcements, and it's being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Howard Hudson of Cherryville passed away Wednesday, November 26th, at the age of 83 years. Funeral services for Howard Hudson will be Wednesday afternoon at 1 o'clock at the Brent Bennett Funeral Home in Steelville. Visitation for family and friends of Howard Hudson will also be on Wednesday starting at 11 Wednesday morning and continuing till service time at 1 o'clock. Enter and be in the Steelville Cemetery, Steelville, Missouri, with full military honors. And all arrangements for Howard Hudson of Cherryville are under the direction of the Brent Bennett Funeral Home of Steelville. John Paul Wade passed away Wednesday, November 23rd, at the age of 49 years. Funeral services for J.P. Wade will take place Saturday, December 6th at 10 in the morning at the Licking Christian Church. Visitation for family and friends of J.P. Wade will be on Friday, December 5th from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Licking Christian Church. And all arrangements for John Paul Wade are under the direction of the Fox Funeral Home of Licking. Stephen Paul Duckworth of Tulsa, Oklahoma, passed away November 23rd at the age of 67 years. Graveside services for Stephen Paul Duckworth will be Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock at the Cedar Grove Cemetery in Salem. And all arrangements for Stephen Paul Duckworth of Tulsa, Oklahoma are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements, and it was brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years. The best part about it is absolutely free.
This holiday season, remember to keep the giving going for your neighbors in need. Your donations to the Salvation Army this Christmas will stay local to help people struggling to find food or a safe place to sleep in your community. By donating to the Salvation Army, you can make an impact that will last far beyond the holidays.
For more information on how to donate, call the Dent County Service Unit of Salvation Army at 729-8163. What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that cost you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free!
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University's Salem campus. SBU's Salem campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU's Salem campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The Inter-County Electric Cooperative Association has announced on Facebook they will have an early office closure this Friday, December 5th, for employee training. The Rolla and Mountain Grove offices will close at 10 in the morning, and the Licking office will close an hour later at 11 o'clock. If you require services in your area, dispatchers will be available at 866-621-3679. The office will open again with normal operating hours on Monday, December 8th. Salem RD Superintendent Nathan Wills has posted on the Salem RD social media that the school district is hosting a board member workshop this afternoon at 5:30 at the central office. During the workshop, you'll learn about the requirements and responsibilities of a school board member, followed up with a Q&A session. The central office is located at 1409 West Rolla Road. And if you'd like more information, you can contact the office at 573-729-6642. The Missouri State Highway Patrol reports 3 people died in traffic crashes during this year's Thanksgiving holiday counting period, from 6 Wednesday evening, November 26th through 11:59 p.m. Sunday, November 30th. There were no boating crashes or drownings. During the Thanksgiving holiday counting period, troopers investigated 304 traffic crashes with 82 injuries and 3 fatalities. The Highway Patrol made 87 DWI arrests. During the 2024 Thanksgiving holiday counting period, troopers investigated 462 traffic crashes, which included 6 fatalities and 158 injuries. Statewide, 11 people died and 571 people were injured in 1,664 traffic crashes over last year's Thanksgiving holiday. Troopers arrested 106 people for driving while intoxicated during the 2024 Thanksgiving holiday counting period. The statistics in this news release are preliminary and subject to change if late deaths occur or if other agencies report traffic crashes after this news release. Follow the Missouri State Highway Patrol on X at MSHP Trooper GHQ. On Wednesday, Missouri Attorney General Catherine Hanaway announced that her office, appointed by Judge Privet as special prosecutor, has filed criminal charges in Shannon County against 3 members of the Shannon County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Thomas R. Manning, former Sheriff's Deputy John D. J.D. Melvin, and Captain Michael G. McCoy, following allegations of abuse and exploitation committed under the guise of law enforcement authority. The alleged conduct occurred between January 1st and July 29th this year, while the individuals were acting in their official capacities as law enforcement officers. The Missouri State Highway Patrol conducted an investigation. The allegations outline repeated instances in which women stopped during traffic encounters were subjected to inappropriate touching and degrading sexual comments. The charging documents further allege that McCoy and Melvin engaged in forgery involving official court documents, including the alleged falsification or transfer of a probable cause statement intended to influence judicial proceedings. Deputy Thomas R. Manning faces 7 counts of sexual misconduct in the course of public duty, 2 counts of first-degree sexual abuse, 3 counts of harassment in the first degree, and 1 count of sodomy or attempted sodomy in the first degree. His bond has been set at $50,000. Captain Michael G. McCoy has been charged with 1 count of sexual misconduct in the course of public duty and 1 count of forgery with a bond set of $15,000. Former Deputy John D. J.D. Melvin has been charged with 1 count of forgery, and his bond was also set at $15,000. Hanaway states the people of Shannon County deserve justice and accountability, and her office will pursue the truth and ensure that everyone who abuses their position is held responsible. The Attorney General's office emphasizes that law enforcement is a high calling, one that requires integrity, restraint, and compassion. The Attorney General reminds the public that the charges against the defendants are merely allegations. As in all criminal cases, the defendants are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. Step back in time and into the spirit of the season at Missouri State Parks and Historic Sites. From festive candlelight tours to traditional German, French, and Ozark customs, Missouri State Parks has it all. Whether you're looking for a historical old-fashioned Christmas, a visit with Santa or carolers, state parks and historic sites offer memory-making experiences for your winter celebrations. On Friday evening, December 5th at 7 o'clock, enjoy the tree lighting and Salem Chamber Choir performance at Echo Bluff State Park. Ring in the holiday with the park's annual tree lighting and Salem Chamber Choir performance. The festivities will take place inside the Betty Lee Lodge and start with the tree lighting. After the lighting, the choir will fill the rafters of the lodge with heavenly music as they perform traditional and international holiday carols. Refreshments will be available at compliments of the lodge. Echo Bluff State Park is located at 35244 Echo Bluff Drive near Eminence. For more information on state parks and historic sites, visit mostateparks.com. Missouri State Parks is a division of the Missouri Department of Natural Resources. The Department of Public Safety says there is over $750,000 in state grants available for volunteer fire departments with annual operating budgets of $50,000 or less. And now's the time to apply for up to $15,000 for the purchase of firefighting equipment. Eligible expenses include firefighting turnout gear, hand tools, chainsaws, interoperable radio equipment, and wildland protective clothing. There is a 5% local cash match, which means for equipment costing $15,789.47, the local match share would be $789.47, and the state share is 95%, which would be $15,000. It is estimated that there are over 300 small, largely rural, fire departments that would be eligible for these $15,000 grants. Department of Public Safety Director Mark James states that this grant was designed to provide an opportunity for these departments to acquire some of the most useful equipment that they determine will be best equipped the specific needs of their firefighters. But those who provide rescue services, emergency medical services, hazardous material response services, or special operations to a population within a fixed and legally recorded geographical area can also apply. A total of $1,455,000 in state funding was available for the program when it began, and there's still over $750,000 left. The projected performance period for the grant is December 15, 2025 to May 15, 2026. This grant can help assist small volunteer fire departments with extremely limited funding, but many times their funding is so low they generally have no one experienced with applying for grants, which is why the Kehoe administration feels there have been a low number of applicants. To find out more information or to see if your fire department qualifies, call 573-751-5432 or email mike.o'connell, that's OCONNELL, at dps.mo.gov. The Salem Police Department has recently released their report for the month of October. The department responded to 23 accidents during the month. Officers responded to 8 alarms sounding and addressed 75 animal calls, investigated 6 assaults or fights, performed 27 well-being checks and 12 area checks in October. Police investigated 6 domestic disputes, 8 verbal disturbances, conducted 80 follow-up investigations, and provided 27 escorts. They investigated 8 fraud reports, had 6 reports of found property, had 2 intoxicated pedestrian reports, 3 trespassing calls, 2 parking complaints, and a property damage report. The Salem Police responded to 8 juvenile problems, wrote 7 stealing reports, responded to 8 traffic complaints, and assisted 3 motorists. Officers responded to a report of a suicidal person, 29 suspicious circumstance calls, 5 suspicious person calls, and 4 suspicious vehicle calls. The Salem Police in October investigated 3 reports of shots fired, 2 sex offense calls, and checked out an abandoned vehicle call. The Salem Police also investigated a missing persons report, 3 peace disturbance calls, a report of an overdose, and a report of an open door. Officers attempted to serve 4 warrants and conducted 51 traffic stops during the month. The police responded to a total of 561 incidents in October, with the average response time to calls being 2 minutes and 23 seconds. The average time spent on the scene was 23 minutes. If you have any information regarding any ongoing investigation, please contact the Salem Police Department by calling their non-emergency phone number at 573-729-6550 or speak with them in person at 500 North Jackson Street in Salem. Well, that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more information about SBU's Salem Campus, you can contact them at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
Holiday savings are going on now at Napa Auto Parts store in Salem. You'll find ice scrapers and snow brushes starting at $5.39, cold weather essentials starting at $2.49 each, and Scott shop towels starting at $3.89. Stop by Napa Auto Parts store at 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem. Open from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to noon on Saturdays. Or give them a call, 573-729-4156.
Hi, I'm Chris Kerber.
And I'm Joey Vitale.
We invite you to be our guest this season as we bring you the exciting play-by-play action of the St. Louis Blues.
We'll tell you about every big save, bone-crushing hit, and every game-winning goal on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO in Salem, Missouri.
Your radio home for St. Louis Blues hockey.
Jet Tire and Auto has a wide selection of tires and wheels in stock and can special order any tires you may need. They are also a full-service auto repair shop serving the Salem and surrounding areas, offering a variety of services from alignments to oil changes to bumper-to-bumper checks as well as UTV services. Jet Tire and Auto also does state inspections and emission tests. Check out their website for all the services they offer at jettireandauto.com, and don't forget to like them on Facebook. For more information or questions, call 729-3650 or stop by 800 South Park Street in Salem.
Do you know who some of the most avid readers of Cardinals Magazine are? It's Cardinal alumni. Our former players tell me time and again that Cardinals Magazine is one of their favorite ways to stay connected to the birds on the bat.
And you know, Ricky, I've heard the same thing. They feel like they're still coming to the ballpark each day when they're enjoying the impressive lineup of feature stories in every issue of Cardinals Magazine.
Cardinals Magazine helps you really get to know the current players, not only their stories in uniform, but who they are off the field and how they got to where they are.
And it doesn't stop with the stories on current players. No one does a better job giving fans a truer picture of everything happening on the field, inside the ballpark, and all over Cardinals Nation. Even stories on our Cardinals alumni.
Join our former players who enjoy the classic coverage of Cardinals Magazine. Subscribe for yourself and your favorite fan at cardinals.com/magazine or 314-345-9000.
Cardinals Magazine. It's all here.
It is now time for a look at local and regional sports, being brought to you as a courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The Salem basketball Tigers had their game in the FCNB Banquet Tournament postponed yesterday due to inclement weather. It has been rescheduled, and they'll try again tonight in Sullivan. You can listen to a live audio stream on KSMO Media's Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch pages starting at approximately 8:30. The 7th grade boys basketball game in St. James was also postponed due to weather and will be held this afternoon at 4:30. The Missouri Tigers will be in action tonight as they'll face the Notre Dame Fighting Irish at Purcell Pavilion. Tune in to KSMO Radio 1340 AM and 95.7 FM to listen to this game live with pregame at 7:30 and the tip-off at 8 o'clock. The St. Louis Blues and Anaheim Ducks took to the ice last night in Enterprise Center. Both teams had to dig into their depth charts for a starting lineup. Jordan Kyrou netted the Blues' lone goal while the Ducks scored 4. The Blues go on the road to play the Bruins this Thursday evening. You can listen to that game live on KSMO Radio with pre-skate at 5:30 and the puck drop at 6 o'clock. And that has been a look at local and regional sports brought to us courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Tonight, Tim Fisher will start with college basketball, where the Missouri Tigers go on the road to take on Notre Dame tonight as part of the SEC-ACC Challenge. Mizzou coming in at 8-0, while the Fighting Irish enter at 5-3. Tip-off tonight from South Bend, Indiana, set for 8 o'clock. Also on the college basketball schedule today, Southeast Missouri State plays host to St. Mary of the Woods. Lindenwood goes on the road to Northern Illinois. The St. Louis Billikens are on the road at Loyola Marymount. On to football, where the Kansas City Chiefs back on the practice field as they prepare for their Sunday night football matchup hosting the Houston Texans. The Texans a game ahead of the Chiefs as they both chase down wildcard spots in the AFC. College football, Missouri and Missouri State both awaiting their bowl destinations, which will be announced coming up on Sunday. Finally, sports betting is here in the state of Missouri. Bill Pollock has more.
After years of debate and a razor-thin vote last fall, legal sports betting officially kicks off in the Show Me State. Sports betting analyst Jeff Parles.
It is taken entirely too long for the state of Missouri to get on board. I know sports betting has been in the news a lot recently, and especially for some things that might scare people. Don't be scared. Just make sure you set up your own limits. Don't bet more than you can afford to lose.
And what a week to get started. Mizzou and KU basketball playing in Kansas on Sunday and much more.
Like you said, Mizzou, Kansas, do it again on the hardwood. You have all the conference championship games in college football. This is a great week. Don't burn yourself out this quickly. Just pace yourself.
This time of year, remember, holiday events can be awkward, but you know what's never awkward? Speaking up for a sober ride, because no one has a crash on their wish list. This message brought to you by Save More Lives. I'm Tim Fisher, Missouri Nut Sports.
Life can be tough. Sometimes it feels like you've got the weight of the world on your shoulders. No matter what you're going through, help is always available. 988 is more than just a number. It's a lifeline for anyone who's struggling. Whether you're feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or you just need someone to talk to, 988 is there for you. 24/7 confidential support. You deserve to be heard. You deserve to feel better. Reach out to 988. 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, Missouri.
The question always comes up at this time of year. What gift should I get the important people in my life? The answer is St. James Wine. Yes, St. James Wine. For over 50 years, family-owned and operated St. James Winery has been creating internationally and nationally awarded wines. Fun flavors from bubbly fruit Moscatos to our elegant dry reds. Delicious wine makes the perfect gift and will complement any party or get-together this holiday season. No assembly is required, and the St. James bottle impresses year after year. St. James Winery. Yum.
Is it me, or is it musty?
Oh, damp. Check the bathroom.
Damp! Wait!
Yeah?
I'm ordering Damp Rid!
Get rid of the damp by trapping excess moisture with Damp Rid.
Let's go! You've still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Choosing the right residual herbicide can feel like you need a map. Too many choices, too many claims that never quite hold up. Enough is enough. Residual brand herbicides from BASF make the choice easy. It sets the standard for longer-lasting weed control, giving up to 2 more weeks of protection than competitors. When you have a situation in your soybean fields, residual brand herbicides deliver new solutions to meet your evolving needs. Make the lasting choice and talk to your retailer today. Always read and follow label directions.
At Four Rivers Community Health Center, we provide compassionate care for the whole family. From routine checkups and chronic condition management to dental care and behavioral health services to support your overall well-being. With locations in Rolla, St. Robert, Salem, and now in Cuba, quality care is closer than you think. Schedule your appointment online at fourrivers.org. Call or text 573-426-4455. At Four Rivers, we're more than healthcare. We're your partner in health.
This is St. Louis Blues broadcaster Chris Kerber, inviting you to follow all the exciting action of St. Louis Blues hockey this season. If you can't make it to the game, the next best thing is being there listening here on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO Radio in Salem, Missouri. Your radio home for the St. Louis Blues.
It is now time for a look at news from the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned. I'll be back after the top of the hour with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Missouri Net News, I'm Elisa Nelson. The Missouri State Highway Patrol says it responded to more than 800 calls for help on Monday when winter weather swirled across much of the state. More than 350 crashes were reported by the State Patrol, including one fatality. A Missouri lawmaker wants to ban companies from giving children access to some artificial intelligence companion chatbots. St. Charles Representative Scott Miller is proposing the ban on the machine-based based technology, which can provide human-like responses. Missouri Gaming Commission Chairwoman Jan Zimmerman says the state's first day of legalized sports betting was pretty quiet on her end.
I'm assuming that if something had gone terribly wrong, I probably would have heard. If I was a sports wagerer, I probably would know, how it had worked if I had placed a bet. So far, so good, I think.
This is Missouri Net.
With Steel, batteries are included. This holiday